Good morning. Now we will see characteristics of MOSFET. This is our second experiment. Even though it is second experiment, I suggest you to see this experiment first because this is the simplest. So here is the circuit diagram. So this constitutes main circuit and this is the control circuit. Means this VGS is the parameter which you change or is the parameter which you have control to change the main current ID. And initially what you do, connections are made as per the circuit diagram. Keeping VG and VDD minimum, means at minimum 0 position, you switch on VG and VDD, both 30 volts supply. And now what you do, you gradually increase from 0 to 30 volts and you keep 30 volts as fix. Then keeping VDD constant, okay, at 30 volts, gradually you change VGS, okay, VG. So you gradually increase this and you note down VDS, okay, VGS and ID. These are the three measuring equipments you are using, that is to measure ID, VDS and VGS. So that you tabulate here, okay, and you vary VGS till 7 volts only, not more than that. And VG and VDD, once you note down all the values, then you bring back to the early position, then you bring back this also to the early position, and then you switch off the mains. And now you have to plot VDS versus VGS and ID versus VGS, because VGS is the controlling parameter. So both x-axis VGS and you plot it. Now note that while you are varying VGS from 0 to, here in this table, from 0 to 3.3 volts, it will be almost constant, it will be off, okay, it will be off, okay, 0 to 3.3, and then up to 4.5 it will increase, and after 4.5 to till 7 it will be constant, okay, it will be constant. So here this range is only of 1.2 volts. So to get more readings you have to take, okay, in the interval of 3.325, 3.35, 3.75, 3.375, 4.0, 4.25. So in steps of 0.25 volt you have to take the readings so that you get a better curve like this. Otherwise you will get something like this. If you take less readings you will get it something like this. So that's all about this experiment. So this is the simplest. The same circuit holds good for IGBT. It also holds good for IGBT, but we are not doing it practically, so we'll do it in simulation. So the software Multisim you already used in analog electronics, so we'll use Multisim to simulate this experiment. Good afternoon, friends. Now we'll characteristics experiment in power electronics. This is our first experiment, and maybe you have already done this experiment in analog electronics. So in power electronics, since the power rating is high, we'll have to do this characteristics experiment on MOSFET. So these are the equipments, and I have already explained you the circuit connection. So the connections and equipments, how it is done, execution will be shown now. This is the VDD supply which is shown in the circuit diagram. So it is the voltage of VDD and this gives the current. So here we have output of this VDD is given in series to the resistance of 5.5 ohm, which is shown as 14 ohms in your circuit diagram. So but we are using 5.5 ohms resistance, and then from that it is given in series with the ammeter, and ammeter range is we are using here 0 to 5 ampere. And next we have MOSFET. So this is the MOSFET module. Okay, you can see the MOSFET symbol here, and this is the drain, this is the gate, and this is the source, and this is the source. So these both are same connection, it is shorted by wire, and this is also same connection, that is drain point shorted by wire, and this is the gate point. And supplied to this, that is gate supply, is given from this regulated power supply. Okay, and here is the measurement of VGS, so as per the circuit diagram. Now we'll see the connection. This is the connection done for the circuit shown. This is our VDD, resistor, that is a rheostat is used, ammeter, the MOSFET module. And MOSFET module, you can observe that there is a stubber circuit which protects the MOSFET. So once you come physically here, you can observe all those things. And this is the VGS power supply. So we'll see the power circuit. Power circuit starts from positive VDD and goes to one end of the resistor, and another end of the resistor goes to ammeter, DC ammeter positive. DC ammeter, another end which is negative, goes to the drain, and another end of MOSFET which is source goes back to the VDD negative. So this completes the power circuit. And control circuit, which is VGS, is given from the regulated power supply, from positive of regulated power supply to positive of gate, and negative, that is source, is connected back to the negative end. So this is the simplest circuit and the simplest experiment in power electronics. So we have started with this experiment. Now let us conduct it and take the readings. Okay. So here we have supply to this, supply to VDD. So VDD, keeping voltage and current in minimum, we make this on. Okay, and also we make the VGS supply on, keeping voltage minimum and current knob maximum. So according to the procedure, connections are made as per the circuit diagram, and keeping VDD and VGS minimum, we have switched on the supply. Third step is we have to increase VDD gradually, slowly. Okay, and you can see here voltage we have to slowly increase till it reaches 30. So here I am increasing slowly till it reaches 30. So I have made it to come to 30. So we have set VDD 30 volts, and now what we have to do is we have to increase VGS gradually and take down the readings of VGS and ID, that is drain current, that is ammeter reading. So we have to note down this simultaneously. So here we start slowly, and we should note here in this experiment that we should increase VGS up to maximum up to 7 volts only. VGS should not be given more than 7 volts. So here I have given 1 volt, now it is 2 volt, and still I observe in ammeter, that there is no change in ID current. Okay, and this ID current will change. Now we increased from 0 to 1 volt and then 1 volt to 2 volt, but still we have observed that there is no change in ID current, and at some point maybe at 3 volts, okay, what I observe is the current starts to, that is ID current starts to flow. Okay, so it is somewhere between 3 volts to 3. Now you can see at 3.3 it is still 0. Okay, and at 3.3 it is still 0, and at 3.4 or 5 it starts to increase. So this is the point where you have to take more readings. For example, from 3.3 you have next step is 3.35, 3.75, 3.4, 4.25, 4.5. so in steps of 0.25 voltage you have to increase so that you get more readings, because after some voltage, that is maybe around 4.5, after 4.5 voltage, okay, you don't have much change in ID. So you don't have much change in ID, so that is evident in the graph. So if you see the nature of graph, VGS versus ID, okay, which is shown in your graph. So here you can see between 3.3 to 3.45 you have to take more readings so that you can draw this. And after 3.4 volts you don't have much change in, okay, much change in current. Okay, so this you have to note it. The readings are very simple. There is only one tabulation, that is VR. Now you should note that as you are increasing VGS, okay, after some voltage, means when current starts to flow, VDS also slightly decreases. So you have to note down those values, okay, because you will get exactly this graph only. So VDS will reduce to some value. Earlier it was 30, now it will reduce to some value and then becomes constant. So you have to note that. So once you take reading up from 0 volt of VGS to 7 volts of VGS, okay, with the different values, then that is the end of your readings. Next, what you have to do is you have to stop the experiment. To stop the experiment, you just have to do the reverse process, that is VGS, earlier it was up to 7, now you have to slowly decrease it to 0 volts, okay, and then you have to reduce the VDD to 0, yes, and switch off the main supply of VDD. You have to switch off the main supply of VDD and then switch off the main supply of VGS. That is the end of this experiment. Thank you.